The Psychology of Money. A deep dive into Morgan Housel's masterpiece. When we talk about money, we often focus on numbers, interest rates, returns, debts, income. But Morgan Housel, in his book, The Psychology of Money, takes a completely different approach. He argues that financial success has less to do with math and more to do with human behavior. And that behavior is not always logical. It's shaped by emotions, beliefs, life experiences, and expectations. If we want to truly understand why people make the financial decisions they do, we need to first understand how they think, what they've been through, and what drives them deep down. Housel's main thesis is that success with money is not primarily about knowledge, IQ, or strategy. It's about behavior. It's about how patient, consistent, humble, and emotionally stable a person can be. That's why even highly educated people with deep knowledge of finance can still make poor money choices. Most financial decisions are not made in spreadsheets. They're made at the dinner table in moments of stress, desire, or fear. Everyone sees money differently. That's because each of us has lived through a unique economic history. For someone who experienced the 2008 financial crisis as a child, risk might feel like an abstract idea. But for someone who lost their job during that same crisis, risk is a deeply personal and emotional concept. These different experiences shape how we invest, save, or spend, and they explain why there's no such thing as one-size-fits-all financial advice. One of the core ideas in the book is that building wealth is a two-part game: earning money and keeping it. Most people focus only on the first part, how to make more. But Housel reminds us that the second part is where the real challenge lies. Keeping money requires restraint, humility, and an understanding of when not to act. It means resisting the urge to show off, to take unnecessary risks, or to chase every opportunity that promises quick returns. Sometimes, doing nothing is the smartest financial move. Another powerful message is about the concept of enough. One of the biggest financial traps is not knowing when to stop. People lose fortunes not because they didn't earn enough, but because they didn't know what enough looked like. The constant desire for more, for status, for admiration, for comparison, can be destructive. Housel asks the question, when will what you have be enough for you? Real wealth isn't about having more. It's about needing less and being content with what you already have. Perhaps one of the most striking insights in the book is this: wealth is what you don't see. People often assume that someone with an expensive car, designer clothes, or a big house must be rich. But in reality, true wealth is invisible. It's the money sitting quietly in a savings account, the investments compounding over time, the financial freedom that doesn't need to be advertised. Wealth isn't flashy. It's silent, and its greatest gift is freedom. The freedom to wake up and decide what to do with your time. The freedom to say no. The freedom to live life on your terms. Housel also explores the role of luck and risk. We often celebrate successful people as if they had complete control over their destiny. But the truth is, chance plays a bigger role than we like to admit. Someone might become wealthy because they were in the right place at the right time. Another person might fail due to circumstances completely out of their control. This doesn't mean success isn't earned, but it does mean we should approach it with humility, both in ourselves and in how we judge others. Long-term thinking is another major theme in the book. People tend to obsess over short-term fluctuations in the market. But wealth is built over time, not overnight. Housel frequently references Warren Buffett, whose real secret isn't just high returns, it's how long he's been investing. Time is the most powerful force in investing. If you can stay patient, avoid panic. and stick to simple strategies over decades, you can build life-changing wealth. In the end, Housel's message is clear. Managing money is not just about numbers, it's about understanding yourself, your fears, your desires, your habits, your past. Financial success is deeply tied to emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and the ability to think long-term. When you learn to manage your behavior, you learn to manage your money.